tax withholding and estimated tax show up on lines 64 through 74 on the Form 1040. There are two ways to pay your income taxes as you earn income during the year. Withholding, which is the amount withheld by your employer, gets paid to the IRS in your name through your W-4 form. And estimated tax, which is usually paid quarterly by the taxpayer and mailed directly to the IRS with an accompanying Form 1040-ES. Let's take a quick look at the W-4 form. The amount of tax that your employer withholds depends on the amount you earn and what you put down on your W-4. Here's an example, W-4, filled out, Richard D. Martinez. His total number of allowances are 0. So there's going to be more withholding per paycheck. In other words, he will take less money home, but he will recoup that in a refund at the end of the year. Generally, self-employed people pay estimated quarterly tax payments. Also, those who make their livings with rental property, dividends, interest, and pensions may pay estimated taxes to offset their burden at the end of the tax year. Payments can come from federal income tax withheld from Forms W-2 and Forms 1099, estimated tax payments and amounts that are applied from the prior year's return, an amount paid with a request for an extension to file, and excess Social Security and Tier 1 Railroad Retirement tax withheld. Taxpayers who overpay can apply all or part of their refund to next year's tax. Form 4868, the application for automatic extension of time to file a U.S. individual income tax return, extends the time to file typically until October 15th. Form 1040, line 70, includes the amount paid with the request for extension. An extension must be filed electronically or on paper by the due date of the tax return. If taxes due are not paid by April 15th, taxpayers may owe interest and penalties. Looking at excess Social Security, a taxpayer with more than one employer may have a combined income over the amount for the Social Security wage base. This can result in an overpayment of Social Security tax. The excess amount is entered in the Payments section of Form 1040, line 71, and is a refundable credit. Now a little bit out of our scope. Taxpayers who claim any of these credits: Form 4136, the credit for federal tax paid on fuels; Form 2439, the notice to shareholder of undistributed long-term capital gains; and Form 8885, health coverage tax credit. In summary, annual payments to cover income tax obligations can come from tax withholding throughout the year, reported on a W-2, quarterly estimated taxes that are mailed directly to the IRS on Form 1040-ES, and an employee generally fills out Form W-4 at the beginning of his or her employment to determine the amount that will be withheld from each paycheck to fulfill income tax obligations. Generally, self-employed individuals pay estimated quarterly tax payments. A taxpayer with more than one employer may have a total income which is over the Social Security wage base. This will result in an overpayment of Social Security tax. Next, let's look at a few review questions.